they say rivers remember, and that some waters never forgive. In the heart of Garo Hills, deep in the jungles of Meghalaya, flows the silent, brooding Nengkhra River. It looks peaceful now, weaving through green valleys like a silver snake under the sun. But the elders still warn, don't speak loudly near the water, don't cross it during the rain, and above all, never touch the sacred stone beneath it. Why? Because once, the river Nengkhra devoured an entire village. Yes, every house, every voice, every child gone, swallowed whole, because of one act of disobedience. Let me tell you the story. Long ago, before there were roads and towers and cell phones, the forest ruled these lands. And in the heart of it, nestled beside the river, was a village called Chidra. The Garo people there lived in harmony with the forest. They hunted wisely, they farmed with gratitude, and every morning, they offered rice and flowers to a sacred black stone that sat at the river's edge. No one really knew how the stone got there. Some said it was placed by the gods. Others whispered it marked the grave of an ancient spirit. But one thing was certain, the stone was never to be moved. It was law. It was legend. It was a warning. Elders told the tale of a time before memory, when the river ran wild, angry, and flooded the land. Until the stone was placed, calming its wrath. Every generation was taught, if the stone is ever moved, the river will wake and take back what is hers. And so, for centuries no one dared touch it. Until one man did. His name was Lamong. He wasn't born in Chidra. He came from the lowlands, a merchant with silver rings and a tongue dipped in honey. He bought spices, traded cloth, and charmed the villagers with stories of cities far beyond the hills. But Lamong had ambition and greed. One rainy evening, as thunder rolled across the sky, he approached the stone. He'd heard from a drunken elder that under the stone was ancient treasure, gold offerings from ancestors, left during a great flood, enough to buy an empire. And that night, blinded by greed, Lamong lifted the stone, the ground beneath him trembled. The wind screamed, and the river rose. It didn't rain that hard, but the Nengkhra swelled like a beast awakened. Water gushed from the hills, trees snapped like twigs, a roar echoed through the jungle, not of thunder, but of something deeper, something alive. By sunrise, Chidra was gone. No homes, no people, just water and silence. Only a few survivors who had gone hunting in the hills escaped. They returned to find no trace of their village. Just a black stone, sitting calmly at the riverbank, as if nothing had happened. And Lamong. Some say they found his silver rings floating in the reeds. Others say the river took his soul and bound it beneath the currents. To this day, the locals refuse to build near the Nengkhra. Fishermen won't cast nets after sunset. Children are told, don't cry near the water, or the river will hear and take you too. And during the monsoon, when the skies weep and the winds howl, villagers claim they hear the cries of Chidra's dead. The voices of mothers screaming, children calling for help, and a man's voice, pleading for mercy. The sacred stone still sits there, dark, wet, touching, and every now and then someone new comes by, curious, proud, thinking they know better than old stories. But the river waits, and the curse never sleeps. So if you ever find yourself near the Nengkhra River, and you hear whispers in the rain, don't answer, don't follow the sound, and above all, never touch the stone. This story comes from the sacred Garo Hills of Meghalaya, passed down through generations as both a warning and a remembrance. Is it just a legend? Or did the river really claim a village for disturbing the spirit world? Only the jungle knows the truth. Until next time, respect the stories, and beware what sleeps beneath the surface. Hidden deep within the hills of Meghalaya, within the world of Khasi and Garo tribes, dwell mischievous spirits, known by many names. Xuids, Blaze, Purus. But among the people, they're called Dokkebi of the hills. Some say they are tricksters, others, guardians. some even punishers of human folly. Tonight, we chase their whispers. What are Dokkebi? These beings dwell just beneath the veil of the human world, among rotting forests, under giant tree roots, in hidden caves. In Kasi lore, they're known as Ksuids, goblins or forest demons, numerous and easy to offend. Often, their pranks seem benign. Hiding tools, imitating voices in the dark, making travelers lose their way. Yet, their mischief always comes with a lesson. In a village near Dokkebi, elders tell of the laughing tree. Late at night, its branches shake with laughter. When someone passes by with a heavy heart, the trickster spirits mimic joy to unsettle them. The tale goes, a hunter, depressed after losing his catch, walked beneath the tree. At first frightened, he snapped his fingers to silence the laughter. It only intensified, and he ran, dropping his weapon. The next morning, he found his rifle wooden stock broken. The prank left its mark. Villagers say it's a warning. Never mock joy, even false. Another story speaks of the invisible host, who invites travelers to feasts in the woods. Plates full of rice and meat appear, and laughter surrounds the fire. But, in the morning, all left are empty gourds and charcoal. Those who linger wake to find they've slept for days, or wasted lifetimes sitting by a ghost fire. The moral: gratitude is sacred. Overstay, and you may vanish. Legend says not all Dokkebi mock, they challenge. A warrior once met a spirit under a banyan tree at midnight. It stretched out a hand and yelled, "Wrestle!" The man refused, but the spirit's persistence was relentless. They wrestled until dawn. The spirit was fierce but blind on one side, like a one-legged goblin in Korean tales. The warrior tied the match and, true to promise, earned a gift, a jeweled necklace. He returned a hero, and the village prospered that harvest. The lesson: respect strength, even from the unseen. But not all jest is harmless. In Kasi tales of Ksuid Tinjang, a deformed goblin demon torments travelers, forcing them to massage its itchy back. Under threat of death, a trekker once encountered its mimic voice crying for help. He stopped to save the soul, got trapped in a trap set by the Ksuid, and only barely escaped at dawn, with claws clawing at his arms. The lesson: not every cry to the lost is sincere. Who are the Dokkebi of the hills? Playful guardians, moral enforcers, wicked tricksters. They are all and none. They are nature itself, masked in laughter and terror. So heed the hills' whispers. Respect the boundary between human and spirit. Laugh, but not too long. Help, but with caution. Bravery, but not arrogance. For if you cross them, your folly will become their feast. Until next time, may your journeys hold wonder, not ruin. If this tale stirred something deep within you, if you felt the chill of the hills, or heard the laughter hiding in the trees, then this is only the beginning. Subscribe to Whispering Hills, where ancient voices speak, spirits linger, and forgotten legends come alive. Hit the bell to never miss a whisper from the shadows, because here, folklore is not just remembered. Breathe. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.